Hello, my 7 Deadly Sins family and friends. Welcome back to another video. We're going to go over the stream highlights, and I really enjoyed it. So hopefully, us going over what they showcased, you'll get excited too for the update. So without further ado, let's switch over and see what is in store. So Elizabeth is coming, of course, and she's going to have a book, a staff, and a wand, just as we expected. But the elements are very surprising to me. Let's start with her book, which is going to be her main weapon. She's going to be obviously a healer for this one, as we expected as well. So basically her skills, and we'll go over each of them later on, don't worry. She's a reliable healer with exceptional recovery abilities, and they are absolutely insane from what they showcased, and it's really cool. But she also reduces the enemy's attack and defense whilst protecting allies. Her ultimate move can grant immunity to reactions for the entire team, so she can be a really good support. And it's going to help you in team play as well. Like the area to heal that she does is huge. Now, at last, we're going away from the gluttonous weapons, but this is basically her gluttonous weapon that you're going to need to use as the special SSR weapon blueprint for. So it says it deals high damage when using a tag skill to deal holy damage. She's holy based. So if you use this special weapon to make debuffs for high damage on enemies. Recovery also increased depending on the defense and buffs. So this sounds very interesting. It's going to work well with like any team, but it seems kind of like this update is really tag focused for support teams, and you'll see why later on. But being able to tag in, and then the book puts debuffs on the enemy, so then you could do even more damage to them. That sounds like an insane weapon to have, right? And then also, depending on your defense and the buffs, you're going to be healing even more, which is crazy. For this one, we're going to have her Star of the Tavern. It's not the boar hat skin, unfortunately, but it's the maid kind of looking one. And what it does is all elemental resistance decreases if an allied hero attacks the enemy affected by splashing around. It's one of her skills. Each time that hero gains heal over time, all allies' heroes' crit damage increases. Wow! So when we get heal over time buff, everyone gets crit damage buff. And then if the enemy is debuffed by splashing around, you're reducing all elemental resistance, which is nuts. Super cool. So obviously, as you'd expect, they're recommending probably the best raid team that's going to happen if you get her, especially if you're looking for to do the pledge functionality of the raid, which we'll come to later. So yes, let's look over onto her staff, which is wind. And this looks insane again. Amazing for Clotho staff wind damage, right? Because it says uses weathering to decrease wind elemental defense and increase the effect of allies' normal attacks. So perfect for Clotho. Increasing the team's pierce and strengthens normal attack and normal attack crit damage. A must-have hero for wind attackers who rely on base attacks. Basically, must-have for Clotho. I have a suspicion that the wind support, depending on potential, one of them being very high, could be an insane support for all teams. But we'll have to see, because obviously Pierce is insane, and more of her potential is really good too. Then we get her Hero of Leonis engraved equipment. It increases crit damage of allies' wind attacks dealt to enemies with weathering. When switching to a wind element hero using the tag skill, crit chance and buff duration efficiency increases. Wow, so that's pretty good too. And it's just a full wind team. It's debatable if the wind daisy is better than the lightning daisy. I haven't done testing, so I won't know. And then, of course, we want a wind burster, so we've got Tristan as you're using the staff with Clotho. Now let's have a look at the wand. So just like every other new unit that comes out, we don't have all 3 engraved for them yet. We only have 2, and the wand is the one that she doesn't have. But she's an earth burster, which is fantastic, because up until now, with Diane, if you wanted to use her Axe DPS build, you'd have to combo alt, and that's it. And now you have the opportunity to use Elizabeth to burst, and then you can use Diane to do some insane damage. So her skills are all about activating Earth Burst, and then when you do that, it increases all allied Earth heroes' crit chance and pierce and Earth damage as well, which is crazy. So all of her supports, all of her weapons seem to be really good. But her adventure skill alone is going to be so good for really tough content. So the first bit, whoops, can I go back? I cannot go back. There we go. The first bit doesn't matter too much, but out of combat, you heal HP every 5 seconds. But this is the big one. Whilst in combat, if the team's HP drops below 10%, it performs an emergency recovery equal to 30% of the team's HP. So if you've got around 300k, you're going to get 100k healing if your HP drops low, which is really cool. And then obviously it's going to do a full Earth team. I'm not sure why you'd have 2 DPS. You probably want to have King in there instead to buff your damage even more. But sure, if you want to. So yeah, really cool kit. Again, we'll go over the actual exact details of the kit in a little bit. Skins. The skins are coming. So you're thinking, oh, wait a minute. What about Elizabeth's skin? The summer skin? Well, that's going to be the default skin. So if you're really looking forward to getting the swimsuit skin for Elizabeth, don't worry. If you get her, you've got that skin. We're obviously getting Mannie for free, which is kind of nice. And then Elizabeth will have her own skin banner, just like every new character does. And it will be the ball hat, tender waitress kind of skin, which is pretty cool. I'm surprised this isn't like the default, or like her blue one, which is like a skin tight thing. I can't remember what it's called. But yeah, they don't even have that in the game, it seems. And then obviously, again, Clotho and Merlin are going to be in their own skin banner. I think it's kind of annoying. I kind of wish they was all together. And it seems that it's like, if you want all of these skins, the Elizabeth one and the Clotho and Merlin, it's like 120 quid or $120. That seems quite pricey. So maybe they'll make it a bit cheaper, or they'll have better packs. Because at the moment, there's only 4 packs of the biggest one, and that gives you 60 tickets. So that costs 60 quid or dollars, right? And that guarantees just one of the skins, or one full skin banner. So maybe they'll add bigger packs, and then we can get both, not quite as much as the $120 or quid. Midsummer Days Dream. So with an event coming to Spray Island, which looks fantastic, by the way. Again, I'll showcase this a little bit later. We can earn up to 3,690 star fragments, and there's other gatherables there as well. Pretty cool, nice amount. That's over a 10 pool. That's like 12 pools in itself. Quite nice. This is kind of the overall thing we can get over this whole 1.6 version, which looks really, really nice. So we're going to get 100 standard pulls from check-in. It looks like there's keys here and an SSR weapon. So it'll be really interesting to see the full amount of that check-in, because that will be insane. That'll be so good. We really just had 140 for free. Now we're going to get extra 100 and a potential SSR weapon chest. So cool. If you haven't seen it already, we're going to get King and Diane for free. Crazy. That's so good. My King is only P4, so getting him to P5 will be lovely. And then we obviously have the 300 that we can get for trialing out Elizabeth, just like every character. We've got this Day of Mischief Magic Pop. I'll see if I can get this video, and I'll cut it in so you can kind of see what it's about. We can showcase this. But look, we can get engraved seals, SSR shards, 800 star fragments, and this is really interesting. It looks like mini Elizabeth and mini Meliodas. So if you go to your Book of Stars, you can actually change what it looks like instead of just the cat. And maybe we can get Meliodas and Elizabeth from this magic pop, which would be really cool. We obviously talked about the 3690 for the Midsummer Dream. We're going to have another cube key event, so we're going to get 1,000 star fragments with some pulls. I think you need to use a total of 1,000 keys, and I think you'll gain 140 throughout doing it. But you can do that over the time period just fine. And then another Scurry Squad expedition. So basically, it's going to make you go and craft potions, maybe capture some pets, and you get 1,100 star fragments as well as some golden potions as well, which is quite nice as well. So yeah, all of this looks really cool. So if I have found a video of the Magic Pop, I'll slot it in here. If not, we'll just move on. So this is the Magic Pop thing. I want to give a thank to Beats. He actually sent me this link, so thanks a lot for this. This is really cool. This is the first time I'm seeing this, so you'll see my reaction too. I'm going to pop myself over these guys, then I'm not in the way. That will do. And I have upgraded the quality, so hopefully it will update in a second. But let's have a look. There we go. Oh my gosh, that looks so cool. Look at the mini Eskimo. And there's Barn. Oh, can we play as mini Barn? That would be pretty sick, man. Oh my gosh. this is a cool little arena as well. Oh, this is someone else's perspective. Oh, no way. Oh, so you all have 100 health and you're basically free for all, or like team v team maybe? Yeah, team v team. Trying to, it's like kind of like team deathmatch, whoever gets the most kills or whatever. Oh, they're spectating. Oh, when you're dead, you can spectate others, which is kind of cool. On your team. Come on, let's hopefully see we can do some damage to people so you can kind of see. Oh my gosh, what a noob! He killed straight away. This is a really cool map. Oh, and it's got your kills and deaths. Oh, like random buffs you can get. How much damage? Come on. Oh, 35. How did you 70? Oh, the buff could have mean you did 70, but 35 and then a 70. Okay, what buff are we going to get this time? A shield buff. Oh, that's kind of cool. I wondered, like, how many people per team. That would be interesting to know. Is it like a 5v5 or whatever? I think maybe that would be good. I didn't even see him who was firing at. Oh, juke in. 35. Okay, so then it seems like the normal hits are 35. So you need to hit them 3 times before you kill them. Oh, it's going to be so rough for me with my ping on SEA. But yeah, there we have it. That looks pretty cool, don't you think? A little fun party game. And everything. I'm excited for that. Let me know what you think about it. So yeah, just as we saw, if you've just started the game and a newcomer, welcome. I hope you are enjoying it. Clearing Act 2, you get King for free. Clearing Act 11, you get Diane for free. And then after you clear Act 30 in the Galland area, then Escanor pickup will open up for you. And if you want Escanor, because he has got buffed in this patch, go for it. Would I recommend it? That's a tough one. I can't say now without actually testing his buffs. But out of all the characters, the pick-up characters or limited characters, even though they're not like totally limited, as they're coming back, as you can see, he is probably the worst one and the most disappointing one. But hopefully the buffs that are coming can redeem him. And maybe Elizabeth has some cool interactions with him that could be really interesting to use as well. So we'll have to see. So, if you are on X or on Discord, they have events constantly. I have tried my hand in the Discord events without luck, unfortunately. I'm not sure who runs them, and I just haven't had the luck to win, but maybe you can. So on Discord, there's going to be an event, and basically you recommend 3 element type formations for Elizabeth, and you have a chance to win 1,500 star fragments. That's quite nice. That's a 5 pull, 5 limited banner pulls for there. And then on X, just for posting, you have a chance to win this really cool acrylic stand. So it's kind of like, obviously it's got this flat image of the swimsuit Elizabeth, and it's got a circular stand that it just kind of like slots into. It looks quite nice and good quality. And then of course, if you subscribe to the official YouTube channel and share, you have a chance for having this desk mat of, and there's 3 winners, it seems there's times 3 of the summer event, which is quite nice as well. So yeah, have a go if you want to. Now we've got some new stuff coming as well. So they're adding new crafting armor, and this is why I said they're kind of revolving around tag for supports. So I'm not sure what this set effects are, because it has like fire and holy buffing icons, but it says supporter icons are now shaped like diamonds. Not sure, really not sure what that means. Maybe in the sets it kind of shows that like, oh, this is a supporting set, so this has got a diamond shape. This is like attacking set, so it's got the attacking icon on it. But with this set 4-piece, you have a chance to inflict additional damage if the hero is a support unit. That's interesting. We haven't yet had a set specifically for types of units, and that's probably why they have these icons. So it will probably light up if you have it equipped on supporting units. And then it says when attacking an enemy with attack skill. So if you're a support unit and you tag in, you have a chance to inflict additional damage. How much or how worth it will be, what stats they give, we will have to see. Because currently, the majority of cases, most supports will be running at least a 4-piece life crystal to get that 10% HP buff. So we'll see if this is worth it. Time Junction Sector 7 and 8 are coming. So we've got the 2 golems, the one that was from the Spider Dungeon, the Gemstone Golem, and then obviously the Life Crystal Golem that is currently in the Gila Dungeon that has recently changed. And recommended element will be Fire and Darkness. So obviously Escanor, Meliodas are probably the top contenders. If you've got a high potential Merlin, you could probably use her as the DPS. Gila as well. Some people have used Drafe Hendrickson, I think it is, and maybe Bug recently to have a bit of fun with the Darkness build. And then Sector 8, Demon Hendrickson, which is obviously catered towards Elizabeth with the Earth and the Holy aspects. If you remember him in the World Dungeon, to increase your world level, he basically had this constant ticks of damage on you, so you obviously want a good healer, whether it be Tiore or Elizabeth, to probably overcome that. So that's going to be very interesting to see how that plays out on an Abyss difficulty level. Now, leaderboard regular season 1 is coming. So we've had the pre-seasons for them to test the waters, kind of see what people are doing so they can smooth the edges and refine it for you guys. And now the official season 1 leaderboard is coming, and it's to start with Galland boss to see how fast you can do it, and then obviously sectors 7 and 8. Now they did say that they're going to stop people from basically taking ages to get all the magic charge, pre-buff, do a bunch of ults, and then go through the blue barrier, because that wasn't really what they were wanting for this whole leaderboard thing. They wanted it all to be very balanced. You go through the barrier and then you have to do everything then. So I think that is a very good change, because it was very whale friendly. Because if you had like a P10 Daisy, for example, her ultimate range is so massive, you could use your ultimate and it would hit the sector 7 and 8 bosses just from the blue area, and probably the normal bosses too. So you could charge up everything and use your ult, and then as soon as you pass through the barrier, he was getting damaged and his defenses were reduced massively. So good job for them, in my opinion. But if you participate within the leaderboard, you're going to get Laurels of Glory. This is interesting, and it'll be interesting to see how they play this out. I suspect that obviously the higher you are in the rankings, you probably get more. But in the stream, they said that you can exchange the Laurels of Glory for pets. And these look some like really cool pets. The Shadow Pounce, the Lone Ghost Spirit, Chatty Elemental Fox, and Gentle Ninetails. So they look like a bit of fun. But they also did say you can exchange them from Star Fragments. So we'll have to see how this plays out, whether it is friendly for all players. Maybe it'll just be a single account purchase for all of them, and then maybe the Star Fragments will be a repeatable one, maybe every season. So we'll have to see. That's just my speculation, so take it with a grain of salt, of course. I literally have no idea at all. It's just what I think could happen. Tyrannus Sanctuary. A lot of people were having difficulty with the Abyss version of it, especially because they were trying in groups, which made it immensely harder compared to solo play. So they've added the health difficulty, which basically means you still get the Star Fragments, but you're going to have to use the exchange coins to be able to get the gear pieces. At least that's my understanding. Or at least some of the gear pieces. But for those really hardcore players, they've added a raid pledge system, and this sounds really, really cool. So it's going to be only on the Abyss difficulty. You're going to select pledges, basically saying, okay, I want the enemies to have more offense buffs, or I want to have less defense buffs. And doing this, I'm going to get more of these exchange coins and other rewards, it seems. And then do a really harder run, but you're going to get benefits from it. Because of your hard work, because of your skill, and being able to complete so much more difficulty within the raid, we're now going to allow you to get up to 160 quality for the Greedy Wall Armor. That is crazy, because the highest we've had is 130, and that in itself is really good, but getting 160, that's a massive jump. So it'll be really interesting to see what the stat rolls, you can get them on base, and then the bonus rolls, if they will be increased. Because, for example, at the moment, Defense Shatter, you can get around 0.8% to like 1.8%, which is really, really low for 130. Maybe we can get a lot higher with that. And think about like crit damage on it as well. Oh, it's going to be crazy. And then on top of just the base stats, the health, the defense, the attack. Wow, this is really, really interesting. So I'm definitely going to try this out. Have to see if it's even being carryable, because that sounds pretty nuts, you know, all these different things. There's 4 new pets coming. Hooray! I love pets. I love pets. So on top of those pledged pets that we can get from doing the leaderboard, there's 3 hidden new pets and then 1 loyalty pet. So that's the whale-friendly pets, basically. an adorable help up, and it looks so cool and super cute. So basically, if you know in game you've got the water spirit or the little spirit golem that mines and then water spirit gathers, this loyalty pet does both, which looks really cool, sounds really cool, but it's obviously just for the whales. So if you do get this, I'm guessing you're going to be flexing it about because it looks so good. And as for the 3 hidden ones, this kind of looks like a ghost, maybe. Beach wise, maybe. I don't know. It could be like an ice cream cone with a little whip on the top. I don't know. This one looks super cool. It kind of looks like a hydra of sorts, which looks really cool. And then this one kind of with this shape here, kind of like a lion with like spikes. So that looks really cool too. I can't wait to get them. I'm a collector. My special codex is like 403, 404 at the moment. Maybe, and I can get it a bit higher. Unfortunately, not the highest. Like Hisoka in the general chat, he's got like 406 at the moment, I think it is, and got like 5 SSR seals, engravement seals that he could use. So I'm a bit jealous. But yeah. Anyway, massive pet changes, which is very welcomed. So to start off, we'll start on this side first. The right hand side, because this is something people have been begging for. Basically, no more wasted potions. If you miss, if you get hit whilst you're trying to charm, it's not going to be wasted. It will only be used if it is targeted on a pet and it's going through that pet capture animation. Hallelujah. There was a way around it by using very cheap like pink potion to lock it first, switching to the gold and then using it, but still this is so nice. I think I've wasted like nearly 20 gold potions in total because of this, which is nuts to think about. We're of course going to get the pet expedition, which I'm super excited for. It seems that you can send out any type of pet, whether it be rideable or the summons, or flying, and they'll gather material all around the world for you. They said that depending on the rarity of pet and its skills, it will improve its efficiency. So maybe that's just the speed of the gathering. I kind of hope it means that we'll also get more drops, but we'll have to see. And they're adding a new potion of charm that's in between the current max potion we can craft and the golden potion. So what I suspect it's going to be is similar to how this big purple potion was, that if you reduce the pet's health, it will only give you a 5% chance to capture. I'm guessing this bluey purple galaxy looking potion will be similar to that, where for the potions you need the gold potion for, if you reduce its health down to like 1% health and then you use this potion on them, it'll be a 5% capture chance instead of the 15% that we get from the gold potion. That's what I probably think is going to happen. We'll have to see. And that's it. So this video's kind of gone on for quite a long time, so I'm going to separate this one and the showcase of Elizabeth's abilities and what they do, the descriptions and the potentials into a separate video. So if you have enjoyed watching this or learned something and got something out of it because you didn't watch the stream or just want to support me, leave me a like and a comment. Really appreciate it. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I hope to see you in my next video. So until then, bye.